consequences of your actions here are irreversible.
Ruler of the Dark Realm, the Dark Lord, Doomslayer's ancient rival. He awaited the Slayer at the capital of Hell, Imora. To respond to the Dark Lord's invitation, Slayer set foot to the only pathway that will lead him there, through the ancient portal called the Gate of Divam on planet Earth. The Gate of Divam was built aeons ago by the Father, so that he may oversee Imora in secret. After the Father defeated the Dark Lord, the gate stayed dormant ever since. To reactivate the ancient portal, an ancient artifact was required. The World Spear of Argent Dunor. The World Spear. Many years ago, it arrived mysteriously from the depths of space. The spear pierced the planet from pole to pole, and upon the impact, the elemental race emerged. The elemental race that emerged from the World Spear, they seeded life throughout the planet with immense powers. And the once dormant planet was turned into a flourishing garden of life. To activate the Gate of Divan once more, the shard of the World Spear was required so that the gate would have an energy source. So to obtain the shard, Slayer set foot. But as if Dark Lord's resurrection empowered the demons, they started attacking the Slayer despite their fears against him. And even peskier demons started emerging among them, buffing other demons upon death. Screecher zombies of blood-curdling screams. With thicker skin, spin-dashing like a certain hedgehog, the Stone Imps. Already a tough foe, but with tougher defense, the Armored Barons. Constraining the Slayer with life-draining curses, the Cursed Prowlers. The demons tried just as hard as the Slayer to stop him in his tracks. But the one who tries cannot win over a genius that also tries. Hard defense was brought down with full auto shells. For the ones in armors, Slayer shot their weak points to destroy their plates. To the cursor, he pursued them to give a taste of his punch. Berserk or not, the Slayer tore his enemies, and without hesitation, he made his way to the World Spear. Unbeknownst to the Slayer, there was someone waiting.
My son's curse has been lifted, and I atone for my sins.
To the icon of sin, Slayer gave his soul liberation. Valen gifted him the Sentinel Hammer for saving his son. This hammer held divine powers that could daze a group of enemies around him. The hammer was also capable of stunning heavies, enabling him to land even smarter combos. And so, the Slayer arrived at the Torch of Kings, which will light the passage to the World Spear.
This is the Torch of Kings. Lighting it signifies to all that a warrior seeks passage to the World Spear. Corrupted priests forbid the use of this beacon. If there are any remaining free tribes left in Argentinor, all will see this light and know what your mission is here.
We are still a day's walk away from the World Spear. Seems you're not the only one who wants this mission accomplished. If you defeat the Dark Lord, any demon outside of Hell would be destroyed.
He is worthy.
And so, Slayer entered the World Spear. He found that the spear was actually a ship full of dormant elemental rays. A speck of curiosity remained in Slayer's mind, but the spear's origin and purpose remained a mystery. However, he had to act quickly to defeat the Dark Lord.
I have the location. The Gate of Taboom, locked in.
The Slayer retrieves the shard of the spear, and he made his way to the Gate of Divam on Earth.
You have the key to the Gate of Taboom. I will mark its location.
Earth was gradually recovering from the invasion. The demonic invasion almost wiped out the human race. But upon the deaths of Hellpriest and Slayer's victory against the Icon of Sin, the survivors were greatly inspired. With the Slayer as a symbol of victory, they started fighting back. However, around the Gate of Divam, the ancient portal, there were still a number of demons occupying the area. Slayer decided to offer the humans a bit of help in their resistance. Without giving away chances to attack, the Slayer pressed on. He arrived at the facilities of the Gate of Divam, used the shard of the spear to reactivate the gateway, and he dove into the portal where his final foe awaited.
Let hell tremble before our might!
The multiverse's fates depended on this war. With the Dark Lord's resurrection, the demons have never been more fierce, and the warriors of Argentinor came to join the Slayer's holy crusade to destroy all evil. The two great forces collided once more. With none holding back, the battle began. The outcome of this great battle depended on the two gods of the battlefield. Slayer unleashed himself to the front lines. The grounds of Imora hosted the Hellspawn endlessly, as it proved itself as the capital of Hell. But in front of the Slayer, a man fueled by endless rage, none was able to stop him. Slayer ripped and tore his way through, and as usual, he loaded himself in a siege weapon.
We had no idea Hell had their own technology. It must have been centralized here, like some kind of ruling elite.
Slayer breached through the city's walls. Unlike the demons that he has encountered, the civilized, technologized city, just like the Makers, was a view that was least expected from Hell. Truth be told, the people of Imora experienced life eternal, sustained by the essences of the victims of Hell. And the regular influx of Hell energy has prevented Imora's residents from transforming into hellish creatures. For their immortality, how many lives have been lost? With another burst of fierce rage, Slayer makes his way through the city. Thus, he reached the top of Imora in pursuit of the Dark Lord. And he jumped into the portal to face his final foe.
You bring violence and war to thwart the Dark Realm. But conflict was born in Hell. It is inevitable. A fire that fuels creation and gives purpose where there is none. Stand and fight, Slayer. Honor your true God. Fight and show me your purpose.
The last and final battle began. The demons that took the lives of his fellow soldiers pillaged Slayer's homeworld and tortured countless innocent victims for eternity. The one that created them all, the Dark Lord, Davith, stood right in front of Slayer's eyes. If he was taken out, so will the demons outside of Imora. The slaughter, the never-ending hellish slaughter would finally end, and so would Slayer's unending crusade come to a rest. Just like the Slayer, the Dark Lord wore armor like his, and identical to the Slayer's crucible. He wielded a sword of hell energy, bashing his shield against the Slayer. Just like how the Slayer drew strength from his enemies, Davith was also capable of attacking the Slayer to recover. The fight with the Dark Lord transcending universes, and they were led to the burning grounds of Earth. The Slayer did not waste the opportunities he found. Using the Sentinel Hammer, he gives all his might. Upon the location where countless humans were slain, the Slayer pressures the Dark Lord with mankind's vengeance.
For too long have I been imprisoned by my own creations. You will not stop my vengeance, nor the one who betrayed me. Tell him.
He is the first being, and my creator. When he fell, I ascended.
The truth was unveiled, and everything was a lie.
They will fear you.
The creator of worlds was not the Father. The first creator was Davith. He wanted to gift the people of Jekkud, his dearest creations, with immortality. However, mortal flesh could not sustain the undying spirit.
They promised me so much.
Davith became obsessed with solving the riddle of immortality. Using his power, he crafted a certain race that we know as the Makers. With their machine minds working in unison, they sought for solution. Many years later, the secrets of immortality was uncovered. But at that moment, they betrayed Davith and Jekkud. With an exceptional one of its kind, named the Father, the Makers were able to seal Davith away. They deemed the secrets to immortality too dangerous, and except for the people of Jekkud, Davith considered other life forms as slaves or servants. In Maker's judgment, this was an eventual threat to all life. After sealing the Creator, to hide the truth, history was altered, and the records of Urdak were rewritten. This is the reason why, despite the numerous codexes we hold, we are unable to know which is true or false, because history was entirely rewritten to the Maker race's favor. Davith was consumed with hatred, and thus he became the Dark Lord. Even without physical form, his influence was powerful. His hatred and rage has consumed Jekkud, and so Jekkud was transformed to hell. Accordingly, he created the demons, creatures of rage and bloodlust. By destroying the multiverses and collecting hell energy, Davith devised a plan to exact revenge against the Makers. It all started with the Khan Maker. He touched the mind of the Khan, the Maker leader, and convinced her that there would be a chosen one to kill her. The Khan set out to find him and did anything to find the chosen one.
I want to know more about the others he speaks of.
Yes, Your Grace.
With Davith's influence unbeknownst to her, she made a machine that could either empower or kill any mortal flesh regardless of one's strength, called the Divinity Machine from the elements of Davith. She tested the Sentinels of Argent-D'Nur with the machine, in search of the Chosen One. The Dark Lord did not stop there. He whispered to another Maker, that we know as Samur Maker. The voice, the Khan Maker will lead us to ruin, echoed in Samur's ears. The suspicion slowly became a conviction. To create a super being that may stop the Khan Maker, he found a nomadic demon slayer. He empowered the outsider to find powers, and that man was Doomguy. So, empowered with undying rage against all evil, Doomslayer became an unstoppable force. Aeons have passed and the corrupted Khan was slain. And so were the rest of the corrupted makers. Davith's revenge was unintentionally fulfilled. Without Slayer knowing, his strength came from the Dark Lord himself. The reasons are unknown why the Doomslayer looked exactly like Davith. This might be a Doom guy from another universe, discovering another version of himself. Or the Dark Lord reincarnated as Doom guy, the most powerful being in this universe. Or, in his marine years, Doomguy might have looked different, but upon influence of the divinity machine made from elements of Davith, might have turned his appearance to the Dark Lords, we don't know. The Slayer retrieved the Dark Lord's life sphere in Ingmor's sanctum, and even resurrected Davith in physical form. All of this went according to the Dark Lord's plan. And now only one thing remained. Killing the Doomslayer, the Warrior of Rage, and as the multiverse's creator, reign once more as one true god.
They lied to you, Slayer. Imora and its people would have been perfect, if not for the treachery of my servants. They sealed me away, stole my power and name. And now, the time has come for a reckoning. As all things were made by my hand, so shall they be unmade, starting with you.
The battle resumed. This time, the Dark Lord summoned demon spirits and showed Slayer the Hell Army's might. He demonstrated immense strength as the maker of worlds. However, to his creator, without a word, Slayer spoke in actions, giving all he had. The truth was just an unimportant detail to the mighty Slayer. For him, let it be creation, creator, foe, or friend. If it was stained in evil, he simply ripped and tore until it was done.